The Roy Rogers Show, starring Roy Rogers, King of the Cowboys, Trigger, his golden Palomino, and Dale Evans, Queen of the West, with Pat Brady, his comical sidekick, and Roy's wonder dog, Bullet.
It's Brady, isn't it?
Yeah, he's headed right for the post office.
Good. We'll get him when he comes out. We want to watch out for Rogers, though.
Hi, Roy. Hi, Pat. Say, I'm going to be a millionaire, a ranch owner, and one of the biggest cattle raisers in Paradise Valley. Why, my spread will make your double R bar look like a postage stamp.
Well, I'm sure glad to hear it, Pat. Speaking of postage stamps, I have to get some. You wait here a minute.
Oh, sure. I'll tell you all about it when you come out.
Too bad Brady opened those letters. Henderson isn't going to like that.
Still not too late. Come on.
Why don't you watch where you're going?
Why don't you watch where you're going?
You need to on the sidewalk, don't you?
Hey, what are you two guys trying to do? You pushed me.
Are you blaming me?
Yeah, I'm blaming you.
Get out of town. Don't come back until you're in a better mood.
And don't you forget it.
What was this all about, Pat?
Well, I was standing here reading my letters. And my letters.
What letters?
I had them right here in my hand. I must have dropped them during the fight. I wonder where they could be.
Well, I don't know, but they're sure not around here now.
The most important letters I ever got in my life. One of them was from a lawyer telling me I inherited a big ranch up in Paradise Canyon.
Well, cheer up, Pat. Let's go over and have a cup of coffee and tell Dale the good news.
All right. And the other letter was from a gal called Mary Merriweather. Seems as though she's the other heir. Well, Roy, you always know where you can get a job as foreman.
Gee, thanks, Pat.
Just when is this Mary Merriweather coming?
Let's see. I think the letter said the 18th.
That's tomorrow.
Hey, you better put on your Sunday go-to-meeting clothes because she's liable to turn out pretty.
Yeah.
With my luck, she'll look like a lightning-struck oak with bark mange.
Oh, Pat.
Did you get him?
You sure did.
Good. Why are these open?
Brady read him.
That's just what I wanted to avoid.
Well, we couldn't help it, Bill. He opened those letters in the post office and he came out with them in his hand.
And Roy Rogers showed up. We had to stage a fight to get the letters away.
You mean Rogers is mixed up in this, too?
I reckon so.
You two boneheads do everything wrong. After I went to the trouble to find out Merriweather's trick, you went and bungled the job.
Maybe it ain't too late, Bill.
It can't be too late. Every day I keep those cows without pasture, I lose money. If I don't get that ranch, I've got to ship all that stock to the feeding pens in Kansas City.
Now, wait a minute. Well, let's figure this out.
There's nothing to figure out. We scared old man Merriweather enough to give away his ranch and disappear. Now we've got to do the same thing to Brady and Rogers.
You know, this Merriweather dame will probably be the battle axe to end all battle axes. Why does he always have to agree with everything?
Well, you haven't got long to worry, Pat, because here comes the stage now.
What did I tell you? Pardon me.
Pardon me,
Are you Mary
Patrick Brady?
Merriweather?
Oh, this is Patrick Brady, ma'am.
Oh, I'm Mary Merriweather, Mr. Brady.
Oh, why, you could just call me Pat. We're kinfolks, aren't we?
Yes, I suppose we are, and co-heirs as well.
You must be tired. Come and have a cup of coffee. Roy, bring Miss Merriweather's bag, please.
Yes, sir, Mr. Brady.
The strange part of it is, I've never even seen Uncle Jim.
Well, neither have I. Well, it's a funny thing to me that he'd want to leave his ranch to a couple of relatives he's never even seen.
Well, maybe they're the only 2 relatives he had.
How far away is it?
Well, it's an overnight trip from here.
Oh, I'm anxious to see it, but... Oh, you're going to see it all right, and so's Pat, because Roy and I are going with you. That is, if we're invited.
Oh, you're doggone tootin' you are. I want you to be the first to look at the Brady spread.
You mean the Merriweather Ranch?
Oh, yes, that's what I meant. The Brady Merriweather Ranch.
Well, if we're all going, we better get started. It's a long trip from here.
Yeah, and you can ride with me and Nellybelle.
Nellybelle? What's that? You'll have to see to understand, Mary. Come on, we'll want to change for the trip.
Now watch yourselves, boys. This Rogers is cagey. Remember, it's Brady and the girl we're after. As good a spot as any.
Hey, looks like bullets after something.
Maybe it's a coyote.
The dog's got wind of us.
I'll take care of him.
Never mind the dog. You and Luke take after Brady. We'll take care of Rogers.
The two-legged kind.
You're going to see if you can catch up with Pat in the morning. I'll keep him busy.
Isn't that shooting?
Well, I thought it was backfiring. It isn't Nellybelle.
Then it must be shooting.
Yeah, we better get back to Roy and Dale. They might need help.
After Brady and the girl.
made Custer's last stand look like a tea party.
Why did they try to ambush us?
It seems like somebody doesn't want you to get to the Merriweather Ranch.
And it's beginning to look that way.
There is something wrong, Mary. We'll soon find out.
You know, Mary, that must be some ranch and people got to take the bushwhacking to keep us from our inheritance. Oh, no! Well, this ranch looks like nobody never lived on it but lizards.
I had a feeling this would turn out like this.
I think the foreman of this ranch really has his work cut out for him.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's grazing on this place but a herd of ground squirrels and gophers.
Acres and acres of nothing but nothing.
Well, let's ride down and look around, huh?
Well, it ain't much. So let's you and me go take a look at our property.
You take a look. I'll wait here.
Oh, Dale, why don't you stay out here with Mary? The girl's scared. Pat and I'll look around. Try to keep you and Mary away from this place is more than I can tell.
Yeah, unless there's gold or oil on the ground.
I wouldn't count too much on that. But the grazing land's pretty valuable.
You know, I'd gladly trade my share right now for a plug nickel and a stovepipe hat.
Don't be too hasty, Pat. How many acres you say you have here?
Well, according to the lawyer's letter, about 600.
Well, that's a pretty good-sized piece of property. Just run down, that's all, but it'll take a lot of work to fix it up.
Yeah, and my partner, Mary, isn't exactly the cowhand type.
I know what you mean, but why don't you bring her in and let her look around?
Well, I'll try.
Well, ghosts are gophers. You don't like them, do you, boy?
Well, I've seen all I want to see. Let's go. Oh, come on, Mary. It really isn't that bad. As far as I'm concerned, this is just a great big hoax. I don't think Uncle Merriweather ever lived here.
No, but there's a mystery about this whole place, and I think we ought to stick around until it's solved.
You mean sleep in this haunted house? This house isn't haunted. And even if it is, ghosts can't hurt you as much as bushwhackers.
You know, I think Mary's right. Sleeping in this house would give me the willies.
I think Dale's right. Don't worry. We got the best watchdog in the world, and nobody's going to hurt you. How about a bite to eat?
That's a good idea. I think we'll all feel better after a little hot food.
All right. Pat and I'll get the grub and camping equipment out of Nellybelle.
Honestly, Dale, I'd really like to go. Now, look, there's no one here but us, and there isn't a thing to worry about.
Now, get a good night's sleep, Mary, and don't worry about a thing. You'll feel a lot better in the morning.
Thanks, Roy.
You know, this place ain't so bad. A man could get to like it around here.
Yeah, all this house needs is a good scrubbing.
And all the acres needs is a few crops and cattle. You know, it'd have been easy if Uncle Jim would have left a few dollars around to fix the place up. But with my bankroll, this ranch has got as much chance as a bobby pin with a sword swallower.
What was that? Oh, it was just the door swung open, Mary. It's all right.
There, it won't happen again. Now, you try to relax, Mary.
I'll try.
Better not try that again.
What are you mumbling about?
Nothing, Roy. Just nothing. Hey, Roy, look at this.
It's a rock with a note tied to it. If you know what's good for you, you will leave this ranch and never come back.
You know, there's some mighty queer things going on around here. But me and Nellybelle will stick it out.
I'm sorry, but I'm not used to all the shooting and threatening.
Tell you what, Mary, Pat and I'll stand guard. Maybe tomorrow you'll see things different. Pat, you and Bullet take the first shift and call me in a couple of hours.
I don't need Bullet.
Oh, yes, you do. He'll keep you awake.
Don't be so smart.
Well, let's bed down again, and don't forget to call me, Pat.
Become a bill in the Mint. Should have been here by now.
They'll be along. Just hold your horses.
This morning, even Pat's cooking tastes good.
I'll have you know I'm the best doggone cook in Paradise Valley, and that includes anybody in skirts. Of course, it's just a hobby.
How do you feel this morning, Mary? Like I made a fool of myself last night. If you don't mind, I'd like to take a stroll around the property. All right.
Well, I've got Trigger and Buttermilk all saddled up, and Nellybelle's always ready. Let's go for a ride.
Well, Mary and I were just talking about taking a walk.
That's a good idea. I feel like stretching my legs, too. Come along, Pat?
No, I don't think so. I better stay here and clean up the place, as usual.
You mean you're going to stay here and cook yourself some more ham and eggs?
More ham and eggs? I'm the only one that hasn't eaten yet. The way you talk, you'd think I had more appetite than brains. My gosh. Oh, that smells good. Gotta speak to Dale about being so suspicious of me all the time. Now, I better go get some more fuel. Down to my last 3 eggs. I'm gonna watch them every minute.
Emerson's always bawling us out for being slow. Ain't too prompt himself.
Maybe we won't need them, look.
Another minute, they'll be set up like 10 pins in an alley.
Couldn't be neater.
Come on.
I wouldn't be too discouraged, Mary. This looks like pretty good grazing land to me.
Sure, all you need is a few head of cattle.
There's something up there Bullet doesn't like. Better get behind those rocks.
That mutt gave us away.
Keep shooting. We'll pin him down till Henderson gets here.
Uh-oh! Shots means guns. Guns mean trouble.
They're getting away. Let's follow him.
Wait a minute. It's Henderson.
What's going on?
Buddy, we got Roy Rogers, Dale Evans, and the Meriwether girl down there. They're on foot headed to the ranch.
Good. This time we'll leave them for keeps, then go back to the ranch and take care of Brady.
Sure a welcome sight.
Could you folks use some assistance?
It ain't funny, Aloysius.
we are, trapped like a possum up a gum stump. And this ranch hasn't endeared itself to me no-how.
Ah, keep your shirt on, Pat. We're not licked yet.
Yeah, we can always get in touch with the sheriff by carrier pigeon. Mustard and custard. I almost forgot about my eggs. Gee, it can't be. I'm losing my mind. I'm discombobulated. Come on, Aloysius. Get hold of yourself.
Oh, don't be frightened, Mary. I'm Jim Merriweather.
Are you really Jim Merriweather, or are you his ghost?
I'm Jim Merriweather, all right, Pat. Come on, let's get them varmints.
Yeah.
Hi, Roy. Extra gun is sure welcome, Mr. Merriweather.
We'll never flush them out this way. No telling how much ammunition they got.
That's right. Why don't we rush them?
Okay, tell the boys.
Come on, boys, let's rush them. Come on.
They're rushing us. They're running for it.
Let's go after him. Well, let's stay here and guard Mr. Merriweather and Mary.
Tied up in Nellybelle, and she looks just like a city dump truck with all that trash in her. Now, if you'll all excuse me, I will go have my 1 egg and ham.
Say, what was the idea of all the mystery?
Well, you see, Roy, them outlaws almost killed me. They needed my ranch bad for their cattle. And I didn't want any part of that Bill Henderson. Boy, those ham and eggs sure smell good.
Well, say, why didn't you show yourself when we got here? You knew we were your friends.
Well, I figured them outlaws were going to get me sooner or later, so I just thought I'd play dead. Leave my ranch to Pat and Mary. Kind of reckoned on Pat chasing the outlaws away and then me turning up after they was gone.
I'm happy to find you alive, Uncle Jim.
Thanks, honey. And I'm glad to know that my kinfolks are so deserving. Hey, those ham and eggs sure making me ravenous. Hey, Pat, you ain't going to let your old Uncle starve, are you? I haven't had a thing to eat all day.
Well, me neither, and I've been cooking all day.
Why, Pat, you wouldn't let your old uncle go hungry, would you?
Why, of course not. Excuse me, Aloysius. You wouldn't want to do a thing like that. Here you are, Mr. Merriweather.
Well, if that ain't sure enough Brady luck, no ranch, no ham, no eggs, no nothing.
Until we meet again, happy trail to you. Keep smiling until then, happy trail to
do.